Pause for a second. Do you really believe you clicked on this video by chance? In the quantum field, there's no such thing as coincidence, only timing. When your consciousness is about to cross into a new version of yourself, the universe places messages in your path that can't be ignored. This is one of those moments. The question is, will you just watch? Or will you receive what's already being prepared for you? Pause for a second. Do you really believe you clicked on this video by chance? In the quantum field, there's no such thing as coincidence, only timing. When your consciousness is about to cross into a new version of itself, the universe places messages before you that can't be ignored. This is one of those moments. The question is, will you just watch? Or will you receive what's already being prepared for you? Here lies the invisible problem. We spend our lives thinking we need to chase, force, and pursue results. But in the quantum reality, the more you push, the further you get. The breakthrough doesn't come from blind effort, but from resonance. What you feel, think, and believe is already shaping the energetic field around you. There's something called quantum timing, the perfect moment, when your vibrational frequency aligns with the infinite possibilities of the field. When that happens, magnetic information starts to find you. Books fall into your hands, conversations seem tailor-made, videos like this show up on your screen. This isn't an algorithm, it's synchronicity. Maybe you've noticed these patterns lately, seeing repeating numbers, encountering the same ideas in different places, feeling in your body that something is about to change. These are signs your subconscious mind has already entered a state of superposition. A version of you has already won. A version of you is already living what you desire. Now it's just a matter of alignment, and the biggest risk here is treating all this as casual as passing entertainment. Distraction is the greatest enemy of quantum manifestation, because the field responds to your coherence, not your rush. If you keep scrolling like someone searching outside, you miss what's already being delivered within. The universe speaks now, not later. Close your eyes for a moment and take a deep breath. Ask yourself, what has been showing up repeatedly in my life that I can no longer ignore? Maybe it's a pattern, an idea, an intuition. That is a quantum signature. It's the universe showing you that your breakthrough is already ready, just waiting for your vibrational permission. The quantum field doesn't operate in chronological time, but in the time of consciousness. It doesn't matter if your logic thinks you're not ready. If this message has reached you, it's because your vibration already called for it. Timing never fails. The universe is never late. It arrives the exact second you can receive. And that's what makes this moment so powerful. You're not here as a spectator. You're here because your energy called for this encounter. It doesn't matter if you doubt. It doesn't matter if you feel fear. The magnetic signal has already been sent. And when the field calls, there's no turning back. If you truly want to live in energetic alignment, you need to stop chasing and start making space to receive. Because everything you seek already exists in a state of superposition. It's right in front of you, waiting for you to declare yourself ready. That's how we collapse the reality we want. So instead of asking, when will my life change? Ask, which version of me is already living that change, and how can I choose it now? That's the key to reprogramming your subconscious mind. It's not about waiting, it's about becoming. Think about quantum physics. The particle only defines itself when it's observed. The same is true for you. Your choices now decide which timeline collapses. The breakthrough isn't in the future, it's happening right now. As you hear these words, the real question is, will you treat this as casual or as sacred? That decision changes everything. Because life doesn't respond to doubt, it responds to presence. Presence is the password to access the quantum field. It's what opens invisible doors. Now silently declare, I receive my breakthrough now. This phrase isn't just symbolic, it's vibration. It's a direct command to the energetic field. By saying it, you send a clear message to the universe. You are ready to live your new identity. And if this content has resonated with you up to this point, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. This way, you stay connected to this frequency and strengthen your journey through continuous practice. Share in the comments, what quantum signature have you already noticed? Your story could awaken others to the same process. Because remember, in the quantum field, there's no such thing as chance. There's only timing. And yours is now. If the universe operates in infinite possibilities, why do some versions of your life manifest and others don't? The answer lies in quantum signatures, those subtle signs, repetitions, and magnetisms that show you've already entered a pre-breakthrough state. Ignoring them is wasting the most powerful gift there is. The now you've probably felt it, one phrase showing up in different places, an unexpected person bringing exactly the message you needed, or a theme appearing in dreams, conversations, and articles. These repetitions aren't coincidences. They're magnetic information sent by the field to align you with your expanded version. As if the universe is saying, look again, here's your answer. But trapped in distraction and hurry, you scroll right past. So life repeats, intensifies, until you can no longer ignore it. This persistence isn't punishment, it's quantum love. The field wants you to recognize your own readiness. Another kind of signature appears in the body, a sudden calm, a chill, a gut feeling without explanation. Your subconscious mind responds before logic. Studies show the body reacts to stimuli up to 7 seconds before the conscious mind is aware. That's presentiment. Scientific proof that you're already in dialogue with the future. These signatures are invitations, but they only become portals when you stop, breathe, and choose to act. The danger is scrolling through life like you scroll your screen, consuming without integrating. Passivity kills breakthroughs. The field needs presence, not speed. So practice now. Pause for a few seconds and recall a repeating pattern from the past few days. What message is it bringing? What is it asking you to choose differently? This simple exercise is like training your subconscious to recognize the perfect timing of the universe. You honor these signatures, your vibration rises. The field understands you're ready to receive. That's when synchronicities accelerate, doors open effortlessly, opportunities appear at the perfect time. It's not magic, it's quantum physics applied to life. And the most beautiful part is, you don't have to force anything. The breakthrough doesn't come from effort, but from alignment. Force creates friction. Alignment creates flow. When you trust, release, and receive, you discover that the universe has always wanted to cooperate with you. So instead of chasing, ask, what is already trying to find me? That question changes your energy completely. It takes you out of anxious seeking and places you in the position of a conscious receiver. That's real identity reprogramming. Because deep down, the breakthrough already exists in superposition. There's a version of you that's already living it. The role of your consciousness is to choose to observe it, to tune into it, until it becomes inevitable. That's the essence of quantum manifestation, not creating something from nothing, but collapsing a reality that already exists. You no longer need to ask if you deserve it. The energy of worthiness is already in your field, because timing is proof you've been prepared for this. The universe doesn't deliver messages randomly. If it reached you, it's because you're ready to receive. Now do the final exercise for this section. Write down the phrase, I am ready to receive my breakthrough. Read it aloud. Feel how your body reacts. That's the vibrational activation that turns information into reality. And remember, the signatures are everywhere. It's up to you to ignore them or honor them. And your choice shapes the field. It always has. It always will. The mistake of forcing versus the art of receiving. You grew up believing that effort is the key to everything. That only those who fight hardest, sacrifice most, and race against time succeed. But quantum reality shows something different. The more you force, the more resistance you create. Breakthrough doesn't come through struggle, but through the vibration you sustain. Imagine trying to cross a river by pushing the current with your hands. You only tire yourself out. You don't change the flow. The right way isn't to push the water, it's to move with its rhythm. Likewise, in the energy field, abundance doesn't respond to desperation, but to alignment. The more you release, the closer you get. Quantum physics explains this simply. In the state of superposition, all possibilities exist at once, but the observer defines the collapse of the wave. If you observe with doubt, you collapse delay. If you observe with trust, you collapse reality. It's not physical effort that defines the outcome, but the vibrational state of your perception. When you force, you unconsciously transmit a message to the universe. I don't have it yet, and the field mirrors that lack. But when you act from the certainty that you are already worthy, you send the opposite message. I already am. I already have. The field then reorganizes synchronicities to confirm your identity. Maybe you've lived this. You chased something, overplanned, burned out, and nothing happened. But another time, you let go, flowed, and the opportunity landed in your lap. That wasn't luck. It was resonance. The quantum field was responding to your vibration of trust. That's the paradox of the universe. The more you chase, the more it escapes. The more space you make, the more you attract. Abundance doesn't like desperation, it loves serenity. Because serenity is a sign of faith, and faith is a high vibration. Anxiety, on the other hand, keeps you tied to what hasn't arrived. Now, try this simple exercise. Think of a desire you've been pushing too hard. Take a deep breath and declare, I release and allow it to come in perfect timing. Notice how your body responds, maybe relief in your chest, maybe a lightness in your shoulders. That feeling is the field realigning. Forcing is living as if the future is distant. Receiving is living as if the future is already here. This reversal shifts your identity, and identity is the key to all quantum manifestation. Breakthrough isn't conquered through sweat, but through coherence. Picture the surfer before the wave. He doesn't create the ocean, doesn't control the wind, doesn't command the water. All he does is feel the right moment, align his body, and let go. That's the secret of flow. It's not about domination, it's about surrender. When you live in that surrender, life begins to reorganize in your favor. The right people show up, solutions appear effortlessly, coincidences multiply. That's the quantum field responding to your alignment. That's conscious manifestation in action. The conditioned mind fears losing control. But control never existed. What exists is vibrational choice. You choose to resist or receive, to force or flow, to fight against or to surf. The universe is already in motion. Your only task is to choose how you'll move through it. Now take a deep breath and ask yourself, where in my life am I trying to control too much? Let the answer come as a sensation. That simple gesture already creates space for the field to show the way. Because when you recognize, you release. And when you release, the field opens. That's the essence of quantum timing. Stop chasing and start aligning. Perfect timing doesn't require effort, only presence. So never forget, you don't need to prove anything. The field doesn't measure sweat, it measures vibration. And your vibration is defined by how much you trust. Trust is the secret language that opens invisible doors. Before every transformation, there are signs that announce its arrival. We call these signs quantum signatures, repetitions, synchronicities, bodily intuitions that may seem casual but are actually invitations from the field. Recognizing them is essential to not miss the perfect timing. One of these signatures is magnetic information. Have you noticed how certain themes start to follow you? A video, a conversation, a book, everything points to the same idea. That's the universe saying, look again, here's your answer. It's not an algorithm, it's vibrational. Resonance. Another sign is recurring patterns, repeating numbers, symbols in dreams, situations resurfacing intensely. These patterns are more than coincidence. They're energetic codes showing that your consciousness has entered a pre-breakthrough state. The body also participates. A chill without explanation, sudden calm in the midst of chaos, or a strange restlessness in familiar places. Presentiment research shows your body responds up to 7 seconds before your conscious mind does. This means your future is already being felt now. These signs don't ask for logic, they ask for attention. The biggest mistake is to ignore them. When you do, the universe repeats. And it keeps repeating until you stop, breathe, and recognize. Because the field won't give up aligning you to your new reality. Now practice with me. Grab pen and paper and write down a sign that has been repeating in recent days. Don't overthink it, just record it. Then ask, what is this pattern trying to show me? This active observation already activates a new subconscious program. The pre-breakthrough stage can feel confusing. Nothing has fully materialized, yet everything seems to conspire. It's like the silence before the orchestra begins. Many give up at this point, but those who stay present cross over, because this state is like the breath before a dive. It's preparation, not delay. The field is organizing invisible variables so your reality can emerge in alignment. Your role is to sustain trust, not give in. Maybe you felt like you're in limbo, not in the old anymore, but not yet in the new. This space is uncomfortable, but it's fertile. It's where the universe calibrates your vibration so the transition happens safely. Here, patience isn't waiting, it's active faith. You act with presence but without anxiety. You trust the timing but don't sit still. Every micro action guided by intuition is a bridge to cross. Now ask, what is the next smallest step that honors the signs I've received? It doesn't have to be big, it just needs to be coherent. Breakthrough doesn't come from giant leaps, but from consistent steps. And remember, every time you ignore a signature, you delay. But every time you honor it, you accelerate. The universe speaks softly, but it always speaks. Those who listen receive. You're here now because you've already chosen to listen. This video didn't appear by chance. It's another signature. The field is confirming. You are already in pre-breakthrough. And once you accept, that anxiety fades. Because it's no longer a matter of if but when. And when is always now. Knowing that signs exist is just the beginning. To surf quantum timing, you need practices that keep your vibration aligned. Without them, distraction steals the moment. And missing the moment means missing the timeline that was already ready for you. 1. Practice presence. Every time you notice a sign, pause, breathe, and recognize. Silently declare, I receive this message. This isn't superstition, it's conscious vibration. The field needs witness. When you recognize, you anchor the energy. 2. Internal coherence. Ask yourself, are my thoughts, emotions, and actions pointing in the same direction? If every part of you vibrates at a different frequency, the field gets mixed signals. But when everything aligns, the breakthrough becomes inevitable. 3. Immediate micro-action. Don't wait for tomorrow. If you've received an intuition, take the first step now, even if it's small. Action is how you show the universe you trust. Every micro-action is a worthiness code sent to the field. 4. Silence. External and internal noise can drown out the signatures. Set aside a few minutes each day to breathe and simply observe. In silence, the patterns become clearer. You learn to distinguish mental noise from the field's whisper. 5. Declaration. Phrases like, I am ready to receive my breakthrough, act as commands. But don't repeat them mechanically, feel them as identity. The subconscious needs emotion to encode. These practices seem simple, but their daily repetition creates vibrational consistency. And the universe responds to consistency. It needs clear signals to organize the field's variables. Your clarity is the code that unlocks the timing. Now imagine living 33 days with guided practices to solidify this new identity, exercises, reflections, and energetic protocols that keep you in a state of vibrational readiness. That's exactly what you'll find in the Quantum Journal Bundle. A daily path to structure your energetic routine and serve perfect timing with awareness. The link is in the description. These practices turn passivity into presence, anxiety into trust, seeking into receiving. That's how you move through the pre-breakthrough and collapse your new reality. And remember, timing doesn't wait. You either align now or the field reorganizes into another frequency. Life doesn't punish, it simply postpones. The choice is always yours, so don't treat this moment as casual. Treat it as sacred. You're already ready. The breakthrough is already active. The timing is now. What you need to understand is that quantum timing doesn't return. It appears the moment your vibration becomes compatible, and if ignored, the opportunity shifts to another timeline. The universe doesn't punish, it reorganizes. The question is, will you let it pass, or will you cross now? This is the invisible trap of many seekers, treating the moment as casual, believing they can leave it for later. But the quantum field doesn't work on linear schedules. It responds to now. Every second of presence is a portal. Every distraction is a door that closes. The new perspective is simple and radical. The breakthrough is not in the future, it is in the present. It already exists as superposition. The expanded version of you is already ready, waiting only for your consciousness to align. The universe doesn't decide for you, it responds to your vibrational decision. And here's the foundation. Studies show that particles behave in a defined way only when observed. Until then, they remain in probabilities. The same is true for your life. While you hesitate, your reality stays suspended. But when you choose to observe with faith, it collapses. Now, close your eyes and pause. Take a deep breath and silently declare, I choose to inhabit now the version of me that has already won. Notice how your body reacts. Maybe a warmth in your chest, maybe a sense of lightness. That's the field responding to your conscious choice. This is always the guided experience, turning information into vibration, vibration into identity, identity into reality. Quantum manifestation doesn't depend on complex techniques, but on consistency in being who you already are. The field responds to coherence. The method is simple: presence, recognition, micro-action. But its power is immense because it reprograms your subconscious mind to release the identity of waiting and embrace the identity of receiving. When you become receptive, the universe hurries to confirm, and this practice isn't just individual. Each time you choose presence, you strengthen the collective field. Your decision to cross inspires others to do the same. You don't just change your life, you shift the collective archetype of the seeker who finally awakens to now. This amplification is inevitable. A high vibration never stays limited to the body that emits it. It spreads, contaminates, reorganizes. When you say, I receive now, the entire universe listens. Your declaration is not just personal, it's cosmic. And the most beautiful part is, this process is irreversible. Once you feel it, you can't unfeel it. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. Once you enter the field, you can't go back to the old. The impulse has already begun. The closing of this part is clear. Do not waste the timing. The breakthrough is not going to happen tomorrow. It has already started. Your only task is to honor it, align with it, and cross. The universe has already done its part. The only thing missing is your yes. Now ask yourself, what micro-action can I take today that proves to the universe I'm ready? Don't expect a grand answer. Often, it's a simple but symbolic choice. And that symbol opens invisible doors, because life always responds to symbols. When you show through a gesture that you trust, the field responds with clarity. That's the dance of the now. That's the secret language of quantum timing. And remember, there's no such thing as chance-only alignment. And your alignment is happening now. We've reached the deepest point of this journey, understanding that you're not waiting for a breakthrough, you are the breakthrough. Your life is the message, your body is the antenna, your vibration is the portal. What you were searching for out there was always pulsing within. When you realize this, you understand that there is nothing to chase, only something to recognize. You already are the expanded version of yourself. The only difference now is that your consciousness is finally ready to sustain that identity. This is the true shift in reality, not running after what's missing, but inhabiting what already is. This timeline leap doesn't require effort, it requires surrender. And surrender isn't giving up, it's active trust in the energy field already working on your behalf. Now, do one last exercise with me. Place your hand on your heart and softly repeat, I am ready to receive my breakthrough now. Let this phrase expand through your body like a wave. This is the vibrational code that transforms belief into certainty. Your subconscious mind records each repetition. Every time you declare it, you install a new internal program. And that program creates coherence between thought, emotion, and action. Where there is coherence, the universe has no choice but to respond. And that response doesn't come only in signs, but in concrete realities. The right encounters, open doors, unexpected opportunities. You stop being a spectator of life and become a conscious co-creator. This is the real law of attraction in motion, and the more you trust, the more you realize that abundance isn't a reward, it's a natural state. You don't need to bet, just tune in. You don't need to chase, just recognize. You don't need to force, just receive. This awareness awakens the creator archetype in you. You stop being someone who begs and become someone who declares. You abandon the identity of waiting and step into the identity of manifestation. This is the point of no return in quantum awakening. And remember, every step you take strengthens not only your life, but also the collective. Your courage to receive now creates space for others to awaken too. You don't cross alone. We are a vibrational network in motion. So I invite you to leave a pact in the comments. Write, I am ready to receive now. That declaration isn't just engagement, it's activation. It solidifies your decision in the quantum field. And if this message resonated with you, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share it with someone who needs this reminder. The more people enter this flow, the stronger the collective field becomes. And together, we create a wave that cannot be stopped. You don't need to wait for the future. You are the future you were looking for. The breakthrough isn't on the way, it's already here. All that's left now is to live like someone who already is. To breathe like someone who already has. To walk like someone who already won. And the universe, as always, will confirm your vibration. Because in the quantum field, there is no such thing as chance. There is only now. And now is the portal you just walked through.